Hey y'all, and good morning. I had a couple extra visitors in the bed this morning when I woke up, and I thought I would share that with you. Huddy doesn't come to our bed very much anymore, so I got some extra snuggles this morning. I'm going to go ahead and get my day started by fixing Justin some coffee and packing his lunch. This video is a collab with my good friend Amanda at From His Bountiful Blessings. Her channel and her video will be linked down in the description box. Make sure you go check her out after you get done watching this video. We are both going to be showing you our homeschool morning routines. Our actual school day may look different from day to day, but my morning routine from the time I get up to the time we start school looks the same pretty much every single day. Fix Justin's coffee, pack his lunch, and then start on the whole getting kids up, breakfast, bed made, myself together. Those things happen the same every single day. I feel like there are two kinds of people in the world, those that make their bed every day and those that don't. I used to be somebody who was okay with not making my bed, but now I have to have my bed made. The kids make their beds every single morning, and I don't know, it just feels like once the beds are made, we're all ready to go for the day. So what do? Are you a make your bed or leave it unmade kind of person? While the kids are eating their breakfast and then getting themselves kind of ready for the day, I take just a couple minutes to get myself ready to go. It's kind of funny to watch yourself put mascara on with it sped up. Look at those eyes go. Hair and makeup is just something that I don't spend a whole lot of time on anymore. Most days my hair and my makeup are both done and ready to go in less than 10 minutes. Good morning, y'all. I headed downstairs because I usually either make myself an iced coffee. I about lost my shoe. You saw me make Justin's coffee. I usually either make myself an iced coffee or y'all knew it. You knew it. Oh, there comes a kid. Oh, and a cat. Please get the cat back upstairs. I am sitting in our schoolroom right now. This room, I have big plans for it. I've been on the lookout for a used round table that I could paint to put in the center of the room. I want to put some more decorations and things. Right now, we have an ABC banner. We've got a table that's got some baskets on it. Each kid has their own basket with all their things in it. There's some bins for our library books. The computer's right over here where they do their typing and all that kind of stuff. So it's working for us right now. And honestly, sometimes we do school in here. Sometimes we do school in the living room. Sometimes we do it in the kitchen. The kids are begging to do school outside today. So, I mean, you know, I do like having a designated space for our school stuff though. Anyway, I'm sitting in here because I've had a few of you ask about what curriculum we use, and I haven't shown it, and I'll tell you why. Some of it is about to change, and I'm just going to take a quick minute to tell you about this before we get started with school, because it is 9 o'clock, and that means it's time to get school going. But we have been using, for this first 5 weeks, we've been using Gather Round as our main curriculum. And y'all, I messed around with some pecans to see how long I thought it would be till they were ready, or see if they were good. And my fingernails and my hands are stained. So that's what's up with my fingernails. But anyway, we have used this for the last 5 weeks. And the way Gather Round is set up is it covers everything except for math. It has your social studies, your language arts, science, all of that. And it's a unit study. So this one was North American birds. And the way it's set up is I read a lesson, and then all of the kids listen to this one lesson and then do their own worksheets that are based on their age level. And I love that concept. I have loved using Gather Round. So why are you changing, Tiffany? Why are you changing? Well, I knew when we started this that Gather Round was putting out a kindergarten curriculum. And I do have a kindergartner. But I thought the unit studies were still going to have the letters and numbers and those kinds of things. And the kindergarten curriculum was going to be something you could add to it to help your kindergartner, or if you wanted to solely do that with your kindergartner, you could. I even thought, you know, maybe moving forward, they might start taking some of that stuff out of unit studies, but the whole first year already had that stuff in the unit studies. So I thought I can get this one thing. So I've been getting the units. Well, I've only gotten one. The plan was to every 4 to 5 weeks, purchase the $49 unit, the digital copy that comes with all of the grade levels, and then I would have to print out all 3 kids plus the teacher's guide, which can get expensive. But I liked the way it was set up, and so that's what we were going to do. But now, to the best of my knowledge, it looks like they have gone back and taken all. So Huddy was a pre-reader, and it had ABCs, counting, those kinds of things in here. Sight words. But it looks like now I would have to buy him the kindergarten curriculum, and I would have to buy the unit study for the older kids. And then I would have to work with them almost separately. I could still make it work. Either way, that's not what I had in mind when we started this. And that's not how I wanted to get the unit study and teach all of my kids the same thing at one time. I didn't want my kindergartner separate. I didn't want to have to buy 2 different things. It's Rebecca's to do what she wants to do with it. You know, if she wants to go back and take the letters out, by all means she can. But I don't know. I didn't want to have to buy 2 different things, especially when year 1, the units all covered those things. And instead they went back and took them out, so you would have to purchase something different. Does that make sense? Either way, I do still love Gather Round, and I love the way it's set up. And, you know, we'll probably still do some of the mini units, like maybe the Christmas mini unit. But moving forward, we're going to be using different things for our curriculum. So I just kind of wanted to clear that up before we got started. We are doing our very last lesson in this unit study today. It's going to be on the trumpeter swan, and I'll kind of show you the other things that we're using as we go about the day, but I wanted to take just a second to talk to you about that and let you know that I do love Gather Round. I just personally don't want to have to buy something separate for my kindergartner and take away from the beauty that Gather Around is, where you can sit down and teach all of your kids at one time, I decided we're just gonna go a different route and probably do some mini units from Gather Round instead. So we're gonna get our day started. We always start with Bible, then you'll see us move in to Gather Round, and as we go through each thing, I'll kind of just give you a little peek of what the kids are using right now. And once we get that new curriculum in, I'll share that with y'all too. So let's get this day started. We always start with Bible, and Audrey is using the devotion, A Little God Time for Girls. She reads her devotion for the day and then writes a paragraph in her Bible journal about what she read. And then I read to the boys from this book, and Easton writes a paragraph, and Huddy draws a picture about what we read. I do like this book, but it's set up in chapters, which I'm not real crazy about, and we are going to be doing something different for the boys, but I do like that book. Once they do their prayer journal, we always start our day with a prayer. Right after we finish with Bible, we usually do Gather Around, and this is our last lesson in this unit. After I read to the kiddos, they all start on their own work pages, and I kind of just see who needs help with what and check their work. It usually takes Audrey just a little bit longer to get her work pages done than it does the boys, just because there's a little bit more that goes into hers because she's older. And on this day, the boys took advantage of that time to play a little football. After that, we got started with math, and we are using Master Books Math for our math curriculum this year, and we really, really like it. Huddy's doing K, Easton's doing 3, and Audrey is doing 5. Here's a glimpse at the Explode the Code books that the kids are using. Hud is in book 1, E is in book 4, and Audrey is in book 8. I'm just going to give you a little flip through of each book. They have definitions, word parts, some reading comprehension type stuff. And the older two can pretty much get their books and do them on their own. Huddy needs a little help with directions or what some of the sentences say. All 3 kids really, really enjoy using these books and think that they're just something fun that they get to do. While we were sitting outside, I decided to go ahead and show you our planners. So both of the older kids have a planner for accountability purposes. They keep up with what they do each day. And then I have a happy planner that is a horizontal format. So I have a box for each kid, and I keep up with what each child does every day. I went ahead and moved inside, and the older two are going to do their typing. They're using typing 1 from The Good and the Beautiful. I think they should probably finish this up about the end of the first semester, and then I'll get them typing 2 because this is something that they really enjoy. And then we're going to finish up our day with our read aloud. Indians Ride Away. There was another long night of sleep. It was so good to lie down and sleep soundly. The kids have absolutely loved reading Little House on the Prairie. We are finishing it up today, and they're kind of excited and sad about it all at the same time. They have recorded all of the shows on TV, and they've been watching through those. I think we're going to read Charlotte's Web next, And then we may go back to another little house book because they love those. I'm not real sure what Easton was doing right there. The older two like to jump in and read during our read aloud too. All right, it is 11:30 and we are done with school for the day. It took us about 2.5 hours today. Hey, sweet kitty cat, you gonna get up in the window, lay in the sunshine? It took us about 2.5 hours today. Every day is not the same. That's the beauty of homeschooling, right? There's some things that we didn't do today that we do sometimes. Like the kids like to watch Liberty's Kids for extra history stuff. Sometimes they'll get online and do Khan Academy math and languages, extra math and language stuff. Like I said, every day is not the same, and that's why we love homeschooling. We're going to go ahead and eat lunch. That's what we usually do when we finish up with school. We get lunch ready and then we do chores. Audrey, you can probably hear her. She's already in there unloading the dishwasher. So she's getting her stuff done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing this collab with Amanda from His Bountiful Blessing. She's such a sweet, sweet lady and such a dear friend. I love her. Make sure you check out her video. It will be down in the description box. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button. Join our family. We are just a simple Southern family with kids that are fussing in the background. Real life, y'all. We keep it real. We take you along for all of our adventures and just let you be a part of our family. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. I'm going to go in here and see what these kids are fussing about. Bye.